This is the most common pine in the park and the most important southern pine. They were once used for the masts of sailing ships, and the sap resin was used to seal the cracks in the ship's hulls. Today, the resin is used in the manufacture of paints, soaps, polishes, paper, and many other products. If you're hungry, the inner bark and seeds are edible, and the leaves can be boiled for tea.
Interesting. Oh, I have heard of people using those leaves for tea. I just don't know. Like they say, it doesn't taste like much. It adds a little flavor to your water, but otherwise it's like slightly flavored water. Like cucumber or lemon, some people say it has like a similar taste too. Kind of a citrusy. So quiet.
I like having parks where we did.
Mm-hmm.
So we can choose to just do the more nature route if we want to.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even this seems pretty nature.
This is very nature.
I guess
still,
it's gonna
but
get
it's gonna take us into town.
town, yeah. It's gonna get kind of
So
more
he said they parked at the
library.
I remember seeing a sign that said public library.
I never saw the library
I
though.
didn't see the library, but there's
So
a
it
sign.
must be
and
off.
we would have made a left at a light. So that probably has a trail entrance there. We should check that out next time.
Okay.
Because that sounds like it's already more out of the town side of things.
Oh, the library is. No motor vehicles. Oh, that's like somebody's house right there.
How cool would that be to have this like right behind your house?
Mm-hmm.
Only areas of fencing and bridge locations. Bush riders shall dismount at all bridge locations and paved side street locations. It's really shaded too. I know, like there's little peaks of sun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we'll still get some sun. I can see you get goosebumps a little bit. Which is nice. Feels good at the same time. It's goosebumps when you're cold is painful. Goosebumps when there's still some warmth feels good sometimes. Because then the warmth hits you and you're like, you know. But when you're cold and you get goosebumps, you know there's not going to be any warmth.
Exactly.
What are you, doggy? Oh, I never did that. You want to stop here? And
Mine just says like, hey, it looks like you're riding.
mine's like, I don't care.
Yeah, what's that?
Activity? Or no?
The workout one. It's like the lime green color.
Outdoor cycle?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Mine's like, you're 5 minutes in already, actually. Already burned 78 calories.
Mine's like, I had no idea you were even like doing anything. Like, I didn't even realize you picked me up, to be honest.
Oh, I'm off the charger?
Oh, yeah. Was that sunlight? No. I've been trying to take her back to that. Not this bike, the dirt bike. Oof, I mean, all through that wetlands, you wouldn't get anywhere. So these bridges, you have to get off of your horse. This is I guess because of the weight. I wonder if it's a weight thing, or. So I guess at this point, you'd just be better off just walking your horse all the way past these two bridges.
Through the section, yeah.
Because I mean, getting on and off a horse really doesn't seem all that simple.
Pretty.
You know. When we come back, we can stop and look. There's somebody's house right there. There's their driveway. And then look at their backyard. But it must, well, because of all the wetlands, I guess it's a possibility for flooding over here. Especially close to the river.
Oh, yeah.
It's so pretty out there.
It's pretty in a different way than the beach.
Yeah. Oh. As long as we keep moving.
Squirrel or a snake, a turtle, a frog.
That's a,
Lizard. Oh, lots of lizards out here.
they have to cross over the trail to get to their house. There's somebody's house right there. I mean, this is their road. Your car would never stay clean.
Oh, wow.
You would have to have a truck. I mean, not because it's just driving through that every single day. You'd want a truck. It's not smooth. That is cool though. How long until that gets annoying though?
I don't know. turn back at this point. Well, actually, we'll pass these folks and then we'll turn back. Because we're already almost a mile back this way. And I want to see the other side.
True. Yeah, this is someone's street. That's someone's driveway right there we crossed over.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Female. Oh yeah.
I might have won mine. At least since I watched it back because of the writing.
Who knows how long it's actually been.
Well, if it's at 2 miles by the time you're passing the truck,
Didn't
see
know.
how accurate it was.
That's right. That posture, huh? My horn. Oh. It's hard. Especially when you got, yeah, and especially when you got backpacks and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Having this driveway?
Right. I guess what you would get sick of is the drive it takes to get all the way to this point.
How far out you are from everything?
Yeah.
And who knows if Walmart will deliver to us here.
I never thought about that. There's places they don't deliver to.
I couldn't ever find, I was able to get Derek, but not his mother-in-law.
Oh, that's right. So it just wouldn't go to her, but it would go to Derek. That's weird. Gotcha.
Now, shipping is different. That's for delivery.
Right. Shipping is a whole different thing. Oh, you look at this water. I don't see any
The camera
fishes.
can't see it.
I don't see any fishes. I just see a lot of leaves.
Look at how red it looks. What?
Yeah, from the sand, I think, right? It's like some sand and dirt mixed together. Just like the color it makes. But you know how, like, the roads when we go to the park are like red?
Yeah.
It's because that clay, like, sand stuff. It's
the soil.
It's right. It's a really weird soil composition here.
The south.
It's that south mixed with the, I guess, There's like the Georgia. Because Georgia has like hills, like pretty gnarly hills and stuff, right? I don't want to say Georgia mountains, but like.
Not quite into the Appalachians. A lot of places we need to go.
Think so?
Yeah. I've never taken a trip to mountains.
I'm not really a big fan of mountains.
Although I was completely odd when we were
In Vegas?
in Vegas in the mountain down
Yeah.
there. Going through that state park. It was beautiful.
That was pretty cool.
So,
But we never went into the mountains.
we just drove through.
Right.
Stopped and took some pictures
Right.
in the desert. But
In
like,
middle
I
of
can't
nowhere.
say that I don't think that I would, like, I feel like I would enjoy hiking.
Mm.
I can't say for certain that I would not like it.
You like riding your bike.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like it when we were going through those trails and stuff? Ooh. Yeah. Well, you know, like you've seen like the stuff that your sister does hiking. You think you would do that?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Definitely need to upgrade these seats.
Nice cushiony ones.
Mm-hmm. Would you rather just get covers or like brand new seats?
I think I'd be alright with a cover,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah. Cool.
But like, you know, I'm also pretty easy.
Take her easy.
That's something that we could get like this or Academy.
Or even Walmart.
Or even Walmart.
I'm pretty sure we checked them out at Walmart and they were like super cushy too.
Yeah. I mean, the padded undies help.
Oh yeah. Almost
You know.
sort of. No, I was fixing my sunglasses.
Oh.
They're like, it was resting on my ear. And making my ear hurt. Yeah. Yeah. It might be these sunglasses specifically. They kind of like squeeze, you know?
You look at them and that's just kind of how they go.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop and drink some Wawas. Whenever. You want to do it in the sun?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay. Because we've got goosebumples. When you get warmed up. Can you put some nice music in the background for this? Be a cool IRL video. So right here or the next one?
Oh no, this one's fine.
Right here.
I'm gonna listen to that valley right here. This little clearing, not valley. Give her a shake, maybe. That bomb popping.
lady.
Let's go.
That one had a sign on it, but
It's either faded or gone.
I'm gonna go with faded. It's like directly in the sun. The sun roasted it. Oh, the horsey. See the horsey over there? See him?
Oh, it is.
Hmm?
Equestrian trail right beside this house. Oh, look at that trail.
Yeah. Looks like a walking trail though. Probably. Alright. There's another one there.
She was eating treats out of the dog food dog.
No, she wasn't.
Did it not look like that? I just caught that on camera.
I wasn't paying attention,
She
so
was eating treats out
I'll
of
have
the
to
dog.
relook.
And did not have a good look.
This is crazy.
Oh,
What?
some sort of bug just flew right into my wheel and then I popped it.
Well, I think the lesson is
Don't do that, bud.
sometimes there's things that you're not able to.
What's that you doing?
I don't know, some kind of camera, yeah. And like trail cam.
Have you ever seen?
No. Do you?
Nope.
Okay. That's a nice truck. So it was 0.1 off. Not too bad. Not too bad, Apple Watch. Not too bad. What's your excuse?
What's the other Apple Watch? And it says 4 generations, that's what.
It's like, man, I'm old. I ain't got time for this shit. You ain't gotta worry about helmets.
Horse and eel, bicycle together.
If we were kids, I would say yes, helmets, but
Oh, no, I'm not worried about it. The scary bit.
it won't be bad. You got a lot of warning, you know, visual both ways. They did really good at this, putting this cross here.
Intentional.
We can go after this car. Oof. Whoa. There she goes. It got cold. The sun's under a cloud right now, or behind a cloud right now.
I keep feeling like I see the sun just a little ways up there.
It's way up there, yeah.
What is the temp right now? I don't know. I'm in my bike.
It's probably like 75, almost 80. This is what the guys were dealing with yesterday, basically. But fully kitted, helmets, gloves, boots. Oh. Gated house right there. Like how are you like, all right, I'm gonna buy this property that you can't get to at all. It crosses over a bike trail, and I'm gonna gate it out.
I don't want onlookers to see.
I'm assuming maybe the horses walk there on the sides.
For sure.
Because, you know,
Probably easier on their hooves.
oh,
right?
concrete's not good for them at all, yeah. It is and it isn't. Moderation. Everything in moderation. It's good because it helps file them and make them nice and flat and smooth. But it can be bad if they're constantly on it because it'll wear them down. Yeah. But then in the dirt, it can grow too far, but it's softer on them and it's less painful. I'm assuming those are potential crossings to properties. Like those properties maybe necessarily aren't available, but they just pre-planned that.
Maybe someone owns them, they've just never done anything to develop them.
Right. Oh, here's a sign.
Attract wildlife to your own backyard. Wildlife needs food, water, shelter, and space. You can provide this in your own backyard with bird feeders, a bird bath, shrub plantings, and nest boxes. Invite wildlife to your own backyard wildlife habitat. Beauty berries.
Beauty berries.
Is that what those are that we see in
At
dirt
our
bike trail?
on the dirt bike trails, yes. At our house, I'm not really sure. I think at our house it's just actual like blackberries or whatever.
You know, we could make some boxes and put them in some of the trees that we have in
Sure.
our backyard.
I'd be down with it. I'd be fine with it. I mean, Home Depot and stuff, we're going there today, they sell like those. You can kind of make them yourself. You can make them and paint them or whatever. Turn it into a birdhouse. Yeah, you're not crafty though. We don't have miter saws or I don't know any other names of saws, but table saw, a hacksaw.
I don't know what a hacksaw is, though.
I'm not trying to do a hack job here.
I'm not trying to murder anyone either. How
Water is pretty murky, but I mean, it's probably always like this. It's actually kind of deep.
I can
That's
still kind of see the bottom.
yeah, but it's deep too. It's probably like 5-6 foot deep right here.
Yeah.
Cause like look at the edge. It
I
just
know.
drops off.
It does.
I don't see any fishies though. I'm trying to figure out a way to get the camera to get a good view. Set this over here. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Maybe try to do a little panoramic from the ocean. There you go. Look at you.
Not really much over here. The water's a little clearer. A little easier to see through, I think, because of all the shade from the tree.
Oh, yeah. I can actually see all the way to the bottom there.
Still not seeing any fishies, though.
Nothing.
I see a little fishy. Like a little tadpole. Not tadpole, but like minnow.
Mm-hmm.
Like swimming against the current. Fun.
Do you think there's any gators?
I would be surprised if there isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Probably want to swap me sides so you can be in the sun, you know?
This is definitely all that because I still see a lot of standing
Oh, yeah.
water all over the
Everywhere, yeah.
Where are those dogs at?
Good question. I hear like, I don't know if that's a tractor or loud music.
What am I hearing in the middle of the woods?
In the middle of nowhere. There's so much ruckus. You hurt them dogs. I was like, poo-poo. That's just runoff water from all of these houses and stuff. Oh, hey. You made it to a road.
Is this the end of the trail?
No? That popcorn tune. Poppity pop, pop, pop.
Oh, that water's high, isn't it? Right here.
I hear it. What's up with these individuals? Mm-hmm. They just fixed that bridge, it looks like, recently. Clear that way, clear this way, yep. Oh, we will. cat brown.
Look at all this ferns in the water.
Mm-hmm. Best thing to do when you're distance running, look down.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to see what you're trying to run to. You just keep looking down and keep running until you make it to your destination. And you're like, ah, I'm here.
I wonder what mile number we started at. That just
I don't know. Yeah, that's at 5.9. I remember seeing 4, so we're probably at 3. But we went a mile. So we went all the way to 2 and turned around and came back.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
There was probably another mile to town, and that probably would have been the end of it.
Wow, that's crazy. Hang on, just like the way that the sun shines off of that, the reflection
Mm-hmm.
looks as though the plants are growing into the water.
Right. Yeah, they're growing upside down.
So crazy.
Oh. Rubbed my leg against my sprocket.
Oh,
Ew.
you need a towel.
No. It's just dirt.
All buffed out.
As long as I don't pay it any mind, it's not there. It's an illusion.
Just don't think about it.
Wish this bike was easier to ride wheelies with. Look how long that straightaway is.
I know. So have you seen more or less people than what you thought you would see on a Sunday? On a beautiful Sunday like that.
I mean, it seems like you're phrasing it, so I would say less.
I've seen less than what I was thinking.
Yeah. I guess I'm like,
Don't feel nature. People don't go outside, I guess. People talk about it and they just don't do it.
maybe.
Or that.
Or that. Allergies.
Yeah.
Maybe they're too selfish and worried about their monetary gain. Trying to be grateful for what God has presented us.
Mm-hmm.
It smells good.
Maybe it's like a decent topic.
Right.
Smell that pine.
It's the pine with the earthy smell. It's so good.
And then like,
Oh, that was a snake. I was wondering what the hell that was.
I didn't see it.
There was something standing up on the trail. I just thought it was a stick. Yeah, I thought it was a stick.
But it was not.
It was not. It was a snake. It was an all black snake. Anyway,
Oh, you can smell the heat. The sun is
yeah. I don't think it's that hot yet, but it's almost there, yeah. I know what you're talking about. It's that smell at the beach. Like right when you get to the beach, you can smell like the sand has been cooking all day.
You know what I'm talking about.
That's that earthy smell. Mixed with the pine. Ooh. So it brings me back to the first time we went on the float trip, which I think was at Adventures Unlimited.
No, our
No?
first one was with Bridget.
Was with Bridget, and that was
And
at
that was
Bob's?
Bob's.
It was Bob's?
Yes. Our second
Okay,
one
so
was our wedding.
And that was Adventures.
Yes.
That's
our
what
third one was just me and you at. We did the Adventures again.
Yeah, when we did the zip lines. So it reminds me of those two, because that smell just reminds me of when we got there and we parked in all of that like sandy area. The smell, that's what I remember smelling, and then as we're leaving, that's what I remember smelling.
Watching wild. Nature is alive with sights and sounds. Close your eyes for a moment and just listen. Sometimes our ears can detect more than our eyes can. Take time to observe the smaller details of nature. A tiny blossom, a caterpillar munching on a leaf, a ladybug on a blade of grass. Each season brings new discoveries. Wildlife viewing tips. Stop, look, and listen. The best times to observe wildlife are early morning and late afternoon. Walk slowly and quietly. All animals have a comfort zone. If an animal moves away from you, you're too close. Do not endanger wildlife with human food. Nature provides the healthiest diet. Be a wildlife detective. Look for clues such as tracks, scat, or
droppings or feathers
that can tell you which animals have been in the area. And get up and close by using binoculars, spotting scopes, and camera lenses. Remember, your car is often your best observation blind.
That's interesting. I guess those animals are so used to cars at this point that you could literally just sit at your car and animals would probably just walk right up to you. Yeah, see, that says private property.
Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah.
And there's another thing that says private property. Yep. Whoop, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. They're cruising. So I think they want motorcycles. Are they? Their bikes were powered.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. Those are electric powered bikes. That's like how fast you can go with those bikes that your client was telling you about. They're hardly putting they're putting less effort than we are right now. And they were going that fast.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why those you kind of want helmets.
Yeah.
I think that was what Debbie was on when she wiped out. Was on one of those, the power assisted bicycle. So as soon as you put pressure on the pedal, it like pulls you. And then you're taking, yeah. So instead of the motor being in the wheel and turning the wheel, the motor's in the crank. So as soon as you put pressure on the crank, it assists you. So the harder you pedal, the faster you're gonna go. There's different modes you can turn it on low, medium, or high, or off. I wouldn't recommend riding it off. Probably feel like you're riding a bicycle with like sandbags attached to it.
Well, you're going against the purpose
you're pushing against that motor. Yeah, you're pushing against that motor. You're having to turn it. But you turn that bad boy on and you're off for the races. That's why so many people like them, though. Because imagine, like, people are like, oh, I used to ride bicycles all the time, but now it hurts my legs or my hips or whatever from having to pedal so much. And then they come up with these bikes that literally pedal for you. All you have to do is do the motion of pedal. It's like self-propelled.
And then we did it started with lawnmowers.
Yep. But those are always going. That's the problem with self-propelled lawnmowers. It's always going. You can never, I mean, aside turning off the self-propelled system, which then makes the lawnmower freaking ridiculously heavy. But it's just a constant motor that's pulling. That's why you have to like lift the front end up so the front tires can keep spinning while you move. Some scat. It was just like nothing but berries.
You saw those?
Some poop? Yeah, you want to look at it? You might see it now. I think so. Oh, I had to go off-road. There's the poo-poo. It's like nothing but those like berries. Huh? That's not the first time I've seen something like that. But is that deer, you think? It's probably deer.
Oh. My first
Wow, that's... How did they get that cut down so low? That's crazy. 'Cause that's what I was expecting it to look like. To the left. Yeah, even from, when was the last time we rode our bikes? How long ago was it? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Our tires had dropped 10 pounds. I'd put them at 40 and they were, I mean, almost 20. But I feel like the gauge isn't necessarily right, so. Their max PSI is 50, and I put them at 40. So they got some give to them. Another bathroom? Yeah. I don't have to go, I was just curious. Nice. Oh, butterfly. Oh, butterfly. Just, huh? A tree fell. Yeah. You think it made a noise?
I'm guessing it did.
But if nobody heard it, did it make a noise? That's the actual question. It's not whether or not the tree actually made a noise. It's if no one heard it, does the tree actually make a noise when it falls? Well, you're not playing the game correctly. No one. If no one heard it, did it make a noise? That's the actual question. It's that smell. I love it. Ooh, love bug. One love bug. You hear that?
It's a red shirt. I saw him.
Oh, he's on this road? I don't know. Oh, it's probably not a dirt bike, probably like a four-wheeler or something. Definitely looks like four-wheeler tracks. Lucky motherfucker.
See the red shirt?
Yep.
Oh, there's someone else.
Yep. Let me rip your four-wheeler. No dirt bikes though. I like getting stuff.
I'm gonna have a drink at this stop sign.
Okay. What is that? Parker? Yeah, they're like picking up stuff. You want to keep going, or you want to rip a Yui? Do you think you can make it all the way to the end?
No.
No.
I mean, I probably could keep going a little while.
It's up to you.
Let's go a little ways longer. Let's get to the next mile marker and then we'll turn back.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, I don't know. I think it was like probably some kind of seeds or something. If they're still there, we'll ask them.
Off-road excursion.
Just a little whoop whoop. Oh yeah, we got our movie tomorrow.
Yeah, we do.
That smell you smell is that field cultivated next to you.
That's it. Very different.
Mm-hmm. It's probably got a lot of manure mixed in with it too.
Fertilizer.
Mm-hmm. See the butterfly we're chasing?
Are you done?
No, I'm brand new. I just got here.
3.
I just got here. Stay away from the roads. It's pretty. Just random all by itself.
I almost wore a shirt today that said, in a world full of roses, be a sunflower.
Oh. Was it a tank top too? But that one was more tank toppy. This one is like more
the
like
other
thinner.
one needed like a more of like a sports bra back to it.
Gotcha. Oh, it was more closed in on the back.
Yeah, it was like a.
Oh, here's a sign.
You're in bear country. Read it, please.
You're in bear country. Bears usually avoid people, but you should make noise to ensure your presence is known. If you encounter a bear at close range, back away slowly. Raise your arms and speak in a calm voice. Oop. If the bear approaches you, hold your ground. Have your arms and speak. What? Wave your arms and speak loudly. Do not play dead or climb a tree or run. If the bear does not move away, be ready to use bear spray. Don't have any if approached within 20 to 30 feet. Spray low and aware of wind direction, right? You spray it and it's like right in your face. If a black bear makes contact with you, fight back aggressively. For more information about bears and where to get bear spray, go to blottyblah.com/blottyblah. Oh, I'm making noises. They gonna hear me. Hey, bears.
I'm out here.
I'm out here. If there's anything this bike does, it's make all kinds of noises that I don't think it's supposed to. That normal bikes just don't make. Still like a super nice bike. Nicest bike I've ever had, that's for sure. I know that's the nicest bike you've ever had.
Oh, this is fancy.
Marlin.
Trek? Is that number?
Yeah, it's a Trek Marlin. But it's also a 5. It's not that it's the 5th generation, it's a 5. Because you could get, even the old ones that we were looking at were still 5s. This is a 2024 or 3 or whatever version of the 5. 2024.
We got it last year.
Mm-hmm. But remember, because there was the baby blue or the seafoam one, that was the year prior. That was the year before it, because it had 2 gear selectors, where this one only has 1, which is better because you only have 1 solid front sprocket versus having like 3 sprockets in the front. Yeah, this is too much going on. The bike doesn't need 13 gears. It only needs 6 or however many you have. 9. I mean, you never even change the gears. You got like a gear you like, which is a little bit softer than mine right now. Because when I rode it, it felt softer. Then I clicked it and it went even softer. Mine's meant to get to a certain speed, and then that's it. You get to that speed.
It's like 1 gear.
There's 1 gear. It gets to that certain speed, and that's it. That's all you need. Then you are pumping. I guess maybe the pump track is in town. I'm assuming it's in town. It's kind of like a skate park, you know what I mean? I think there's a skate park by it even. Right, which is fine. I don't know.
Like walkers especially are out here all day.
All day. Yeah, oh yeah. Definitely need to take a break. Oh, here's mile 7. Ready to turn around?
Yep.
I see something, but I don't think it's like a sign or anything, though.
Should I go to it?
No, we don't have to. You can turn around. Here's some evidence of an animal. Turn around. Something was digging right here.
Something was bigger?
Mm-hmm. You don't see it?
Can you tell like they were pawing at it or something?
It looks like
Oh, I see.
something was digging.
It's a little digger.
Couldn't even been a human. A humanoid animal. Ow.
They rode off into the wilderness, never to be seen or heard from again.
Me? There's some more digging.
We got like 4 miles.
Can you handle that?
Oh yeah.
You want to do it fast?
Faster than what we did.
Do you want to
Or
do it?
just like fast.
Do you want to go fast or do you
We
want
can
to?
go a little faster than we like this pace.
Yeah, we are. You can see it going down.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Is that weird? Is that weird? I said, is that weird?
No.
How that works? No. You can understand it. I wish I could get it high enough to whip it. Aw. There's berries. Yep. You wanna go look? Go around. Up here. Yeah, it'll just be easier to see over there. There's cars. Go ahead. Go ahead. I left the splash just in case. Whoop. See that bug on your leg? I mean, it flew away. It was like a grasshopper, like a flying grasshopper. See him? See him all? Over here real quick. Here, I'll hold you back.
Oh, you're about to go in my car. I ran into some.
No, you're fine. Are you picking some?
I'm gonna pick one for each of us to try.
You're gonna try them? There's some like riper ones right here to the left of you. To the left of you. See in there?
But look at this guy right here.
Do you want it to be bright red or purple?
Honestly, I don't know what kind of berries they are.
I don't either.
Look at all those. Oh my gosh, there's so many.
Mm-hmm. These are what grow in our yard, though. Oh, there's a sign up here.
Oh, let's see what this is. Hold this.
Yes, ma'am.
Do not disturb erosion control or habitat restoration project process. Do not mow.
Oh, don't mow.
What do you think?
Oh,
Should we try it?
no.
Forbidden fruit.
I just don't think it's safe. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Just because we saw other people picking them. I just wanted to show you I just wanted to see what they were picking.
Oh, we're berries.
I'll show you. Is there any over here? Doesn't look like it. But those are growing in our backyard. So they have to be edible then if they're picking them, right?
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to ask. Because maybe they use it for something else. You know what I mean? Say it doesn't kill you, but maybe it would make you sick, but they use it for something else completely.
Yeah.
Some kind of topical or, you know, I don't know what crazy witches do with berries and whatnot.
Ooh.
Banging bars over here almost.
Really?
This is where it smells good though. I love the little pine trees lining the dirt road. It smells so good. If they could bottle that or turn that into a, you know, okay, I know where this smell reminds. It's the club or Jake's grandparents' house. That's where the smell is coming from. Because there were so many pine trees around the pool. And there used to be so many people that used to come there that little flat area up there, it was just like basically dirt because there were so many cars that would be parked there that it would kill the grass.
Right.
So the pine trees and the smell of that dirt, oh, yeah, that's exactly where that came from. That was its origin. I smelled it when we was in Florida, and that was, you know, that of course made me fall in love with this place. Ooh. Oh, poop. Scat. I'm the scat man. Beep, beep, boop, ba, boop. Skibbity pop, boop, boop. That's the scat man. Skibbity scat man. Skibbity boop, ba, boop. I'm back.
I'm back.
I grabbed a rear brake too late. Are those frogs? I like that sound. But if I was trying to like sleep, would I be able to deal with that? Whoop. See why they want you to wear helmets now. It's like swerving and almost eating shit. See the squirrel? Guess we're going uphill a little bit here, huh? Feel it on the thighs. See that butterfly? How many people would you say we've seen out here? I know it's like, I know like 2 or 3 of them we've seen multiple times.
Yeah. I guess 30.
30? What's 10% of 30? That's how, I mean, I haven't seen one black person. Oh my God, Jesus. Yep. Yeah, I haven't seen one black person. They make up 13% of the population. I just saw more ski.
I drove right by it. Or right through it.
Right through it.
Yeah, directly through it. was berries.
Mm-hmm.
Probably was that time.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. Some extent.
What percentage of the population do they make? Everywhere. So I guess that's per capita then too. I don't know what population or what percentage. Honestly, I think here the percentage is probably higher than 13%.
13
Yeah.
for black people.
Yeah. How much of the
It was like 34.
for Pensacola or for
Pensacola.
would
I don't know
that
what
be
it is for
Milton?
Milton.
But we don't live in Milton. So are we considered part of the capita of Milton?
No.
Right. So I guess on average, what do you think the capita is here? Like we'll say it's 13% here, just for all intents and purposes, since we don't know. And it's 30 in Pensacola.
Yeah.
So what's like the mean then? Would that be like 20%?
Yeah.
So it's 20% of 30. That's 6. Clear my way. Right. But I guess on that same note, we could go down the same path and be like, how many white people are at the club or at doing those things. I would say probably the percentages don't make sense there either.
What about the beach?
Or the beach. That's an even better example. Percentages there wouldn't make sense. Even like going to a theme park, those percentages don't make sense. But theme parks don't really count for that because people are going there for vacation.
Same with the beach.
Same with the beach, yeah, you're right. I guess, and it would be harder to know the amount of locals that are doing this stuff, going to the beach, going to theme parks. Oh, it's an illusion. It's all an illusion. They're all tests and things to teach something about yourself. Like, can you be surrounded by a bunch of people that are nothing like you and still have a good time? Yeah. Yeah, I can. Right? I would say so. Even if it's stressful getting too stressed, yeah, that shit's not necessarily the test, I don't think. It's a different test, you know? That's me testing you more or less, I guess. I looked behind me and there was no one. And then the wind blew some leaves and it sounded like bike tires running.
Now we're paranoid because that guy's
Oh, he scared the crap out of me. Just because we hadn't experienced that yet being passed.
Yeah.
I knew our pace was slower than some of the people that we were seeing. I never thought that that would come back to our rear ends. Are your hands hurting? Or just putting them in a different way?
I do it like this so it don't.
Oh, so you're not gripping the handlebars real tight? That is a good, like, it's a bad habit to have your thumbs over this side of the handlebars, but that,
That's like grip.
well, doing that, like, yeah, you can't grip if your thumbs are over the handlebars. So then you're, but if, I kind of would rather you do something like this. Like, not putting your hands out like that, but like kind of still having your hand in like the same spot, but having your thumbs over versus under. So see how this is, look. You see how that is? And then just doing that instead of that. That way your hand's still in the right place and you're not making like a weird habit out of anything. You're still using the palm of your hand to steer. That's really what you should be using, and not a pulling motion, more of a pushing. Yeah. Oh, my tush. I think I might just stand up the rest of the way. That's, what is it? Stewart? No, that's Munson Highway right there.
Is it already?
Yeah. It smells so good.
No.
Man, if they could make that into a soap, an air freshener, like, yep.
That pretty white Chevy.
Imagine that being an air freshener for your car.
Oh
How come I haven't smelt that in anything ever besides nature? Have you ever encountered that specific smell?
Never
Anything artificial that smelled like that?
No, because they're usually going for like a Christmassy snow.
If they add pine, yeah, it's more of a Christmassy. They might add like a mint or whatever to it to kind of give it a little crispness to make it feel cold. That'd be interesting.
Howdy.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Good, yourself?
Yep, great.
Enjoy. We can go after this truck. You need to go to the bathroom?
No.
Okay.
You need to stretch.
Probably wouldn't hurt. What is that thing? Probably to put your horse in? Oh, that's to tie your horse too. Watch out for the puddle there. You go flying through that creek, that puddle over there. Here we go, you ready?